I'm going to show you how to do the dehydration synthesis of a triglyceride. Just like we did with carbohydrates, we have to first identify the molecules. This molecule here is glycerol. And these molecules are 3 fatty acids. Now that we have them named, just like we did with carbohydrates, we need to look for the plus sign, and we need to find the OH groups on either side of the plus sign. So those would be right here. Now, in the case of triglycerides, it does matter which OH groups you take and which hydrogens you take. So what we do is we take the hydroxyl groups from glycerol and the hydroxyl hydrogen from the 3 fatty acids. Just like we did before, we're going to put a circle around the water and show it leaving. Okay, so now we've got the 3 waters leaving, and you can see that the oxygen is still left just like it was between the 2 monosaccharides. Those oxygens are going to be what connects the glycerol to the fatty acids. So now what we're going to do is draw our arrow like we did before. Once again, we don't have enough room, so we're just going to put it right down here. Here is the part of the glycerol that wasn't touched when we removed the waters. Now we're going to put the oxygens in the middle, and then we are going to draw the fatty acid, the remainder of the fatty acid that we also didn't touch, exactly like it is in the original picture. Because these are so cumbersome to draw, there's a way you can abbreviate them. Instead of drawing all these hydrogens on, I'm going to show you that on the last one. So I'm just going to stop drawing all of these and show you how you do this. So if you look at this fatty acid here, this is a carboxyl group, which you learned from the PowerPoint video. There is a carboxyl group, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbons. So you draw the carboxyl group, and then you put C6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hydrogens. H11. So that way you don't have to draw all these carbons and all these hydrogens when you're redrawing it. You can just draw the carboxyl group and then abbreviate the hydrocarbon chain. The last thing we need to do is put our waters that we took out here into the equation. So what we do here is put plus And we did 1, 2, 3 of them. So we do plus 3 H2O. We name this whole molecule a triglyceride, and 3 waters. Sorry, my handwriting's so sloppy. And that is how you do the dehydration synthesis of a triglyceride.
Okay, so now we're going to do hydrolysis of a triglyceride. We know that hydrolysis is the adding of water to break a polymer apart. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to name this molecule, and it is a triglyceride. And since we'll be adding 3 waters in, we have to add those to our equation. And we must remember that we have to name those as well. Next, we're going to show our waters coming in. And we know that when we add the water in, the hydroxyl group is going back to the glycerol, and the H is going to the oxygen on the fatty acid. Since you guys already were able to identify that in your hydrolysis of carbohydrates, it will suffice to just draw water going in. We understand that you know specifically how it breaks up. Okay, so now we'll draw our yield. And we can draw our products. So the first thing that we're going to draw after that water comes in to break up that triglyceride is our glycerol. So we have our glycerol molecule here, and since you guys learned how to abbreviate these, we're going to go ahead and do that. So we have our carboxyl group, is that right? So you'll be doing that for all 3. And you have to remember to name that. And that is hydrolysis of a triglyceride.